fan for some head. Let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand. Girls resting, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet. I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best to get spontaneous. I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bat, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm. We normally don't do blowouts, and it's so funny is that I told Nathan we were going to do a show. He goes, on a blowout? I know we don't normally do that, but it is just the second game of the year. So as we go on, we won't do them. But to start out, I mean, what the hell? I mean, Jay, I mean, we don't you think? I mean, what do you think, Nathan?
I think it's good. I always like doing the show, man. I don't care what's going on. I always like talking about Thunder. You know that.
I know, but, I mean, dude, it was 114, 96, 95. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
But we're here to tell the truth. So there's always, in this game was a perfect example, there's always things to pick apart because they played 4-over.
Yeah, well, part of what you and I thought we were worried about was the fact that that they were going to start out. I mean, that this was a trap game, I thought. Because of us taking care of business against Denver, the opening night. So I thought this would be a chance for us to lose one and give away a game. This is the one I thought that we could possibly give away. And but when we pull up the stats here in a little bit and everybody gets to see what we're talking about, oh my God, it was
awful, dude.
It's terrible.
I mean, Chet is 0 for. What is he, 9 or 10?
Yeah, it's something. It's really bad.
And why is SGA shooting 9 threes?
I think that he, what we talked about, he's trying to open up his game for the threes. I think he's trying to get his rhythm because second quarter. Remember, he started out 1 for 6,
he nailed,
and he went 5 for 5 in the second quarter.
Yeah, he nailed some timely ones. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, dude, you're so good in the mid range. Why are you? I don't get it, man. I just had a lifelong hatred of this. People just shooting threes to shoot threes. I don't like it.
Well, I don't think he's shooting threes to shoot threes. I think he's doing it with the purpose. I think that he's trying to. What we said is, we talk about this I have been talking about this over the last couple of years. Nobody's going to stop him going to the basket. Okay, no, he's going to get to the rim. That's a fact. But if you can somehow keep him from shooting threes, then you've got a chance. And I think that's part of the issue is what he's trying to do is improve that part of his game. And if you're going to work on it, now's the time to work on it. Because remember over the end of last year, I think you even brought this up, that he has gotten better. He got better towards the end of the year compared to where he started out. And in the playoffs, he shot, 43% or 45%, whatever in the playoffs. So he's getting there. And once he gets that part of his game developed, he's just going to be unstoppable, I think.
Yeah, no, and the thing I like about Shea, too, I feel like he's a better three-point shooter in the clutch.
He's a better shooter in the clutch, period.
Yes, he is, but his percentage of three-pointers within a 5-point game, I bet you in the last 5 minutes is just outrageous. Yeah,
that and the fact that when you look at what he does as far as free throws and everything, last year he led the NBA in fourth in clutch points, clutch percentage, 61%, which is insane. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy. And LeBron was at 35?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jokic was next at 53 or something, and he's a center. So it makes all the difference. But anyway, the Thunder are now 2-0, Nathan, which we thought they would be 1-1. Let's just go ahead and say that we did not expect us to be 2-0. You did, and I didn't. So nobody out there
Drew might be on to something, dude. Denver's.
God, they look bad tonight. They lost again.
Bad.
They lost again tonight.
Jokic is the only guy that was throwing things in the basket tonight over there. I mean, everybody else was saying Michael Porter was horrible.
Yep. And by the way, guys, if you want to come and join us, you can tonight. I know that I don't know if y'all will, but on YouTube, you want to come in and join Nathan and I and do our normal, because we normally have our normal guys, but it is Halloween night on Saturday night in Oklahoma City. So who knows who's going to be out, but, if you guys want to come, it's available for you guys to do it. The Thunder are now 2-0, been winning 114-95. The Bulls 15 of 53, Nathan, from three.
God, dude, they just kept firing. But you know what? That's a better percentage than we were.
Yeah, we were 8 for 40.
Yeah.
8 for 40. So I mean, it's ugly, but you've still got to keep shooting. 34% from the field for them, 34.8 from the field, 61 rebounds to our 54. Remember, they only had 9 offensive rebounds, and you and I think I sent you and Randy, the commander, a stat about that.
Mm-hmm.
We shot 42%, which is great compared to where we started the first quarter. We were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
We started this game terrible, and I thought that I was worried about that. Then, of course, points in the paint, 30 points in the paint for them, 64. That's a lot of points in the paint for us. 64 points is a lot of points in the paint. But once again, 26 turnovers to 10. Now, remember, when the first team went out, the starters went out, starting the fourth quarter, we only had 6 turnovers, Nathan.
Oh, wow.
We had 6 turnovers. They had 23 to start the fourth quarter. We had 6, they had 23, and we ended up having 4. And, of course, our bench outscored them by 1, which is, I mean, how do we really want to talk about that?
Well, I mean, no, not really. I mean, the sad part was I think Josh Giddey hit more threes than any Thunder player tonight.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm a big fan of Josh. I like Josh. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry he did.
A lot of holes in his game, man. A lot of holes.
Agreed. But like last year, I'd still give him a pass because of what happened. Here's the game box score, Nathan, and we can kind of go over this, and you can nitpick because I know you're going to because you're a stat guy, you're a banker, so that's what y'all do. Y'all nitpick all the little stuff. I mean, that's what you and the commander do. Y'all nitpick. You know.
Okay, well, let me just throw out this. This is before we do this. And Sam Presti's the same way. He's an analytical guy. But here's the thing that I don't like about analytics. They used to say 33% from 3 is like, what, 40-something% from 2, right? They used to say that.
They used to say that. That's a bunch of crap.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you can't shoot threes, that percentage doesn't matter. Like, you let Andre Robertson shoot 5 threes, you're just giving away 5 possessions.
We were talking about that the other day on my way. We were going to Dallas. We were talking about who came before Robertson.
Oh, man. Well, Cephalosha was.
Yes, Cephalosha was the one.
He had one good year, or he shot over 40. But I mean, I'm trying to think. I think Kevin Martin. Wasn't Kevin Martin? He was a 1-year guy.
Yeah, but we're talking about defensive guys. How the Thunder. What we were talking about was on my way to Houston, and we were talking about how Oklahoma City evolved from Dort to a Dort.
Oh yeah, Terrence Ferguson.
You know what I'm saying. But Terrence couldn't play defense.
No, well, how about Baisley?
No. We're talking about defensive guys. So that would have been Cephalosha, then Robertson, and then Dort. And how Dort was morphed into more of a scorer, not just, I mean, you leave him open, he can at least somewhat make a 3. Cephalosha kind of could. Robertson, who knows what the hell, he might shoot offside the backboard. We didn't know what the hell he was going to do.
It was awful. He was awful.
We didn't know. But anyway, the stats tonight, Chet, 29 minutes, 21 points, 13 and 16. 16 rebounds, one steal, 2 blocks. I thought Chet was, dude, I like what I'm seeing from him. I like what I'm seeing from Chet thus far.
He just got to get his 3-point shot.
Yep. Yeah, he's 0 for 5. I think he's 0 for. I don't think he's made a 3.
No, he's 0 for 9 or 0 for 10.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I think he's 0 for 14 or 13 or something like that.
That's ridiculous.
It's bad. It really is. And then, of course, J-Dub played 32 minutes, 10 for 22. His stats look a lot better than what he played. Okay?
Yeah,
10 for 22 makes him look like he played a lot better than what he did. Okay?
Well, he almost had a triple-double, man. He had 24, 9, and 8. So, I mean, but that's
yeah, but he got garbage minutes. Our boy Hotspot, hey Nathan, our boy Hotspot Casino's on. His boy AJ Mitchell played future star for Oklahoma City. I like AJ Mitchell. I really do.
But he's not. I mean, I guess in a game like this, it's okay. But
I don't know where he's going to fit in with us. I mean, when Dort leaves, then yeah, but right now he doesn't. I mean, you're sticking him in there, giving him minutes like you're doing Jang, like you did Jang last couple of years. I mean, what is he really accomplishing? I mean, he's in there for 2 or 3 minutes, and you don't play the second half, so I don't really know about that. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'm not getting sidetracked here. SGA, 30 minutes, did not see the floor in the fourth quarter. 23 points, 9 for 21, 2 for 9 from 3. And 3 for 3 from free throws, of course, which is what we really are concerned about, him making them damn free throws. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. But I will say this, he started out 1 for 6. Okay? That's where he started out. Our boy Hotspot said Jang is trash. Yeah, he's with a throw up emoji.
I don't disagree with that, but man, I'll tell you what, he played decent tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot very well, but he defensively, I mean, he's not good defensively, but hey, he had a block or two.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Steals,
I thought he played okay, but he's a G League player. But SGA 9 for 21. He started out 1 for 6, so he went 8 for 15 after going 1 for 6.
Yeah, that's SGA.
That's what he does. That's just what he does. Okay. But anyway, then you of course Lou Dort. Once again, five shots tonight, 7 shots the other day. I love his shooting percentage, 7 points, 1 for 3, 2 for 5. I have 0 issues with Lou Dort shooting. You know me, I don't want him shooting more than 7 times, maybe 8 on some special occasion, but I don't want him shooting a lot. Kaysen, what'd you think about Kaysen? 4 for 11, 9 points, 0 for 4.
I don't know, man. I think I hate to say the 3 ball's contagious, but I mean, it's really starting. It's only 2 games. I get it. But when these guys are going 0 for 5, 0 for 4, 2 for 9, I mean, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Hotspot, what is your thought process on our horrible 3-point shooting, 8 for 40? You can give us this comment here on since you're joining us here on YouTube. Then of course Caruso, 22 minutes, 1 for 5, 1 for 3. I was like, hey, he shot 5 times. Yes, I don't care that he missed. I'm glad that he shot. Okay, get involved in the offense, bro. Your shots are available. You still have to shoot it because if you're not going to be out, if you're not going to shoot it, you're open. You're not helping us. Aaron Wiggins, solid performance again.
Dude, he's
again.
He should either be the 5th starter or the 6th man.
Well, you and I have talked about I don't think he's not lost more than 1 game as a starter. I like him in there, but it still messes up your rotation, and I understand that it messes up your second team rotation by having him start, and I get that.
Rotation is going to be it's all out of whack right now. I heard in there.
Yep, and then I agree.
I think my opinion is I heard needs to start.
No, he doesn't need to start. He needs to come off the bench. I like him at the second 5. Well, it depends on who we play.
I like him in the front lineup. I like Dort, SGA, J-Dub,
Chet,
and iHeart.
Hotspot, we disagree with Nathan. We're going to disagree with him right here. He said, we've never been a 3-point team. We need to use our pick and roll and shoot high percentage mid-range shots and continue to move the ball. That is not true, Hotspot.
We were number 1 in the NBA last year.
I don't think he understands that.
That's why we got Chip England, man.
Let me see if I can pull this up, Hotspot, for you since you're here. Season stats last year, we shot 38.9% from the field on 3-pointers. We were number 1 in the league. We were third in the league in field goal percentage. We were number 1 in 3-point percentage shots made. So we were a 3-point shooting team last year.
I mean, let's just go down the list right quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do. Chet was high 30s last year, right?
Oh,
30s for 3. 37.
Yeah, I only have the.
I remember. I'm just kind of okay. So Chet high 30s. Jalen Williams was 43.
Yeah.
Shea was like 30, 35, 36.
No, Shea was 38. He climbed up at the end. He was like 37, 38.
Dort, believe it or not, was over 40 last year.
Yeah, he was.
Kaysen was over 40 last year.
Yep.
Caruso was 40 last year. He wasn't on our team, but he was over 40 last year. Isaiah Joe was over 40 last year. Wiggins was 50. So, I mean, that's your rotation, guys, right there. So, we are a 3-point shooting team.
Yes, we thought the thing about us is we shot quite a bit last year, okay, and let me see. Do I have that? I don't have it. Man, I took it off. I should have saved it, but I have it for the playoffs. I just don't have it for this year. I should have did 2 of them, but I did not do that, unfortunately, for us. But Hotspot said the percentage says it, but watching those games, we were horrible. I couldn't stand us shooting threes. We aren't the Warriors.
I don't understand that because last year the games they were nailing threes, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
And we didn't
I don't
shoot.
get that.
We only had a few games that we shot a bunch. And the games that we shot a lot of threes, we did not do well. When we averaged about 33s, that's when we were really doing well. When we shot 43s, we never, so that must be what he's talking about. We shot 43s, we weren't very good. When we shot about 30 something, we were always really on point. And you could tell right when we start the game that we were there. So, but anyway, starting the first quarter, God, we played terrible. It was 26-21. And I still don't know how the hell we were winning.
I don't know, man.
Up 26-21. I mean, God, dude, we were terrible.
Mhm.
And then of course they brought J-Dub in with 51 seconds on a James so he could shoot the ball. And of course he passes it to Jang, like you and I talked about off air.
Yeah.
Why they're putting the ball in his hands, I know why they're doing it. They're preparing J-Dub for the future. I get it. You put the ball in the guy who was the number one closer in the NBA at 61%. And you are supposed to be the coach of the year. And you're going to take the ball out of the hands of the guy who was 61% in clutch points last year. Led the NBA by far. And your coach, who you are the coach of the year, you take the ball out of the guy who led the NBA in clutch points. You take the ball out of his hands on last shot of the quarter. Why? For all you Dagnaut lovers, please give me an understanding of why you would take the ball out of the guy who led the NBA in clutch points, clutch percentage, out of his hands to shoot it and put it in a guy who doesn't, who's not even close.
He doesn't even take the ball out of his hands. He took him out of the game.
Let me see.
SGA wasn't even in the game at the end of the first quarter.
Hotspot says, Nathan, the best game he thinks we've had in 3 years was the game that LeBron broke the scoring title, and we beat them in L.A. We played pretty good. I like.
Is he talking 3-point percentage? Or is he talking
No, the game.
In general?
The game.
What about that Denver win last year? In Denver.
The one that SJ hit the shot on, that game was physical. I mean, we were beating the hell out of each other in that game.
What about I don't remember what game it was, but that game last year when Chet hit the three at the buzzer to send it to overtime?
Yeah.
What about that game?
Oh, that was Golden State.
Yeah, that was a great game.
That was the game where SGA or J-Dub wouldn't give SGA the ball, remember?
Yes.
And then he was sick, and he was hurt for 3 games.
Yeah, then he was hurt for 3 games. What about the game last year? I know we beat Minnesota a couple times last year. What about those games?
Yeah.
Those were great games.
But anyway, let's go. Start the second quarter. We're up 26-21. You started out with J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, our boy Hotspot's guy, Chet, Caruso, and Isaiah Joe. What is your thoughts on that second quarter lineup?
I would like to see if he's going to put a two-way guy in there or a rookie in there. I'd rather see Dylan Jones play a little bit.
Well, he played at the end.
But that was trash, man.
But I think Dylan is more of a Caruso player.
Well, but he's a point guard.
But he's more of a Caruso player than he is you have J-Dub and you got Isaiah Joe, and Caruso, so you don't really need another guy for that. That's why they're playing AJ Mitchell. Plus, he was the higher draft pick, so they're trying to get him some playing time in the deals.
No. Dylan Jones is first round draft pick.
But
Mitchell was second round.
I thought AJ Mitchell went before him.
No, AJ was 37.
Well,
they traded up. They traded Waters to get up to him. Remember?
Oh, well, Hotspot says I'm not feeling Caruso. I'm feeling Caruso.
Oh, dude, Caruso's no.
I'm feeling Caruso, bro.
Did you not see all those bothered tips he had tonight?
And he got his hands on the ball. He's in passing lanes. Plus, he knows them.
Oh, yeah.
He played for them for 2 years. He knows their team. But it's so funny. This is what happened. Okay, it's 37-34. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. You have SGA and Mitchell, or his guy, Wiggins, Dort, and Kaysen in the game. Okay? And then it's 41-36 with 4:47. Okay? It's SGA, Kaysen, Dort, Jang, and Wiggins. And the next thing you know, the Thunder go on a 10-2 run. Just like that. And they went on a 22-3 run to end the game, and that's when he put J-Dub back in the game so J-Dub could do the final deal. And, of course, he passes to Jang. It's like, dude, if he's going to put your ball in your hands and you can't make a move, you got to know who the hell to throw the ball to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But once again,
Here's my thing.
but
Too.
but Nathan, these
Like,
are learning experiences for J-Dub to learn what to do. So there you go. Go ahead,
yeah,
Nathan.
so they don't have to pay somebody $400 million.
Yep, so I don't have to pay
Um,
J-Dub SGA for him. Go ahead. Sorry.
so I think I don't mind the AJ Mitchell minutes, but I feel like put him in the like you were just talking about. Put him in the game with SGA. Don't put him in the game with Chet and Jada. That's just not a good. You know, at least SGA can cover up a little bit of the rookie stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
I think that what he's trying to do is figure out which lineups work. And what lineups work, to me, what I've seen the two games is SGA, Caruso, Wiggins, Kaysen, and Chet.
Chet. Yep.
That's the
Chet.
lineup that has worked the best. It seems like Isaiah Joe is playing better with J-Dub than he plays with SGA now, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yeah,
I don't.
I was glad to see him mix up the starting lineup a little bit though, because I mean
Well,
he's playing a little bit.
he started Joe, which didn't work last year in Game 5, and then Hotspot says SGA is encouraging J-Dub to take more control. No, he's not. Not at the end of a quarter. He's not doing that. He wants the ball, but he's doing what SGA is doing. He's trying to get along with the coach. That's what he's doing.
Getting along to go along with.
That's what he's doing. He's trying to make. But he's still dribbling the ball and he makes decisions. But that's what he's doing. Okay. But he understands J-Dub has to be able to score. He has to be that third guy. He's got to be, or the Thunder are not going to win.
Right.
He's got to be the third guy to go along with SGA and Chet. If you don't have J-Dub, the Thunder are not going to be first in the West without J-Dub. It's not going to happen. He has to be the third guy. He just does.
But he doesn't need to be the first guy.
He can't. He doesn't. The first guy is SGA. Then it's Chet. Then him. Then it's Kaysen or Isaiah Joe or Dort
I
or
would say Wiggins.
Wiggins. Well, I just didn't get to him yet. Or Wiggins. It has to be one of those other guys as your fourth and fifth guy. But those three have to be dominant. They have to be. So let's go ahead and take a break real quick.
Well, and look, I was saying that's why we were so good last year, because SGA doesn't have off nights, man. He just doesn't.
Well, he does, but it's just like now he's off tonight. He was off game 1 and 2 at 45% or whatever.
And he scored 26 and whatever, 24 tonight. He only played 29 minutes. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
That's his off night. That's what I'm saying.
His off night is still really good. We want to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit our guy Mark Long up. They love to take care of you. If you have a new project that you have going on, building a new building, they love to take care of you. Or if you have a water treatment plant, and who the hell does not like having clean water in your city or your county? Or if you have a dam like some neighborhoods do, they can come out, do a survey and make sure everything is good. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother or improve your networking, they can do that, as well as website designs. They did our website at www.mcsportsnetwork.com. You can go in there and look at any of our previous shows, or if you want to order, don't say it, Nathan. I don't want to hear you talk about it.
Crimson T-shirt. Absolutely.
I don't know why I set myself up that with you. But if you want to order any Matt Clark Academy, and by the way, we will be doing our After the Storm T-shirts and our the Unpopular Hour T-shirts as well. If you have
printing up red ones.
There's no red ones. There's no red lettering, bro. There's red lettering there's red and black that go along with if you are a Portland Trailblazer or Miami Heat, but there's no red and white, bro. There's no crimson. There's no crimson. Nebraska, yes. OU, no. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our guy Jose Fierro up. He can take care of you. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into any of their 5 locations. Are we doing 5 locations this tonight? Is that okay with you? Yeah, good. Okay. The main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, located at 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off I-40 in Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, right in front of the hospital. You can't miss it. And then YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Elm Grove Clothing, my guy, Binky Triplett, he is the dude. If you have a need for a suit, you don't need to spend $2, $3, $4, $5,000 where you can spend $600, $800,000 depending on what material you use and the type of suit, and he will hook you up. He took me up for the JFK Awards. My gray and white pinstripe suit was on point. So take care of my boy. And those of you know me know how picky I am about how my clothes look and what I wear, and my boy will take care of you. So Jonathan Binky Triplett, 405-332-8787. He is the dude for that.
Leisure suit, blue and orange leisure suit, top hat and cane to match. I'm gonna say it every game, dude. So get used to it.
How about our boy Hotspot Nathan? He says SGA is that dude, which he is. And then personally, it could be Caruso as the third guy, but that's just me. And then J-Dub. But he just said he wasn't feeling Caruso, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, needs to. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to dog you too bad.
I agree.
He's a good listener.
Okay. And SGA. So start the third. You have our starting lineup: SGA, Chet, J-Dub, Kaysen, and Dort. I just think he played the starters too long. I mean, he didn't make a sub until 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And it was 77-59 when he made the sub.
SGA didn't play the entire fourth quarter, did he?
He didn't play the whole fourth quarter. But now, remember in the second quarter when we made that run, SGA was 1 for 5. He went 5 for 5 in the second quarter. So he scored 10 points in the second quarter. His lineups is just...
It's going to be that way, man. Unfortunately, it's going to be that way. It's not changing.
No, it hadn't changed in 2 years. It's just not.
It's not going to change.
He says, you know why he played them long? Why did he play them long, Hotspot? We don't know. Why did he play them? I just think that's just him. They still kept coming back and forth, and he just left them in the game. I mean, he just doesn't understand the flow of the game. He just doesn't. It's been 3 years, 4 years as the coach. He's great at two things. Dialing up out of bounds plays if Josh is in there. Now Caruso can make a pass to run his play. And number two, he's great at developing talent. Those are two things he's magnificent at. Understanding the flow of the game and lineups, he has a D. He has a D. He does not get it, and I don't care, what all these other people go out there and look. I said, if you're disagreeing with what you're saying, you can't. He goes, because he wanted to get a good look at the rookies and second-year players. We're talking about the starters in the third quarter, Hotspot. We're talking about the starters in the third quarter. He played them for 7 minutes. We're talking about the starters. We're not talking about he played them too long. He had a big lead.
Kaysen, I can see Kaysen, but the other three, no.
He went 3 minutes longer than what he normally does for his starting line to take J-Dub out the game. And Chet. Or whatever he does in subs.
He had to get his almost triple-double, man. He had to almost get his triple-double.
Well, that's why he left him in the fourth quarter, is to play more minutes. He played like to me, it's like there's no one that convinced me he's not J-Dub is not his guy. Because he plays either more minutes than SGA or almost as many. No, he's not SGA. He's not going to be SGA. So whatever the hell you coaches are looking at in practice, that's practice. What is it? What did our boy say? You talking about practice?
Yeah.
And that's what these organizations talk. Oh, well, he's got great upside. Talking about he has more upside than SGA. You're high.
Yeah.
You're high. If you all really think there's a coaching staff, you need to go somewhere else. You need to be fired. There's no way in hell you're going to get anybody that knows anything about basketball that watches basketball to agree with your analogy. But that's why he plays him as many minutes as SJ, if not more.
He doesn't even have the second most upside on the team.
No.
He's maybe the third.
Hotspot thinks it's a Sam Presti deal with J-Dub. My understanding is, from talking to one of the people who are at practice, is that the coaching staff believes J-Dub has more upside than SGA. And Sam
I
Presti
mean, that's
does.
not
Remember
good.
what Sam Presti said? He told you what he felt about SGA. SGA needs to be a two-way player, and he doesn't like him dribble, shoot. That's what he said in his press conference before this year. That's what he said. He can't backtrack what he said. So he's telling you about what he feels about SJ. They want a team concept. They don't want a person who I don't want to call him selfish because he's not selfish.
No, he's not
But
selfish.
he's just
Tell me
he
when the last.
what he does is he dribbles the ball a lot to either create a shot for himself or make a play for someone else. That's what he does.
All great players do.
But
all great players do.
right, but you have somebody like Randall for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He dribbles, and then he doesn't do anything except for himself. And Shea goes, okay, if I can't get a shot, and believe me, when he makes a pass, there's usually somebody benefiting from that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hotspot says they're crazy if they think that. We agree. I just don't understand it, but that's what they think. Because this is my deal.
Ask you something.
Go ahead.
Who was the last team to win a championship without a superstar? I don't think. I mean, the best I can come up with is the Pistons, but Chauncey Billups was pretty good.
Chauncey Billups was all NBA.
Yeah, so
and they also had what's my man?
Rasheed Wallace.
They had players.
Hamilton,
They had Rip Hamilton. They had players, man. They had what was our guy's name? There was a left-handed guy. What was the left?
Torian Prince.
Something Prince.
It was Prince. Something Prince.
Tayshaun Prince. They were good.
But I mean, that's the best I can come up with as far as superstar is.
Yeah. Well,
to win a championship, I mean,
you got to have one.
You gotta have one.
Our boy Hotspot says they don't want another KD and Westbrook situation. They're already creating it. The difference is.
Here's the thing: they shouldn't have it even close because J-Dub is not even close to as good as Westbrook.
No. J-Dub is more. J-Dub has more offensive potential than Westbrook does. It's like that time when Westbrook scored 40 points against Patrick Beverly, and Patrick Beverly said, "Yeah, on 40 shots."
Well, here's the thing, too.
You had 42 points on 40 shots. Oh, we forgot Ben Wallace. We forgot Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace. And here's the thing with Westbrook, and I know he was stat man. We all know that.
100%.
But J-Dub, he still won an MVP, man. He still won an MVP.
Listen, hold on, stop. He won the MVP because he had a triple-double. Not because he was the best player in the league.
I don't disagree with that.
So he still has one, but let's not say it was because he was the best player, because he wasn't.
I know that's all I'm saying. Where I was going was he won it, and I promise you, J-Dub's never going to win an MVP.
No, I don't see that.
So it's not even close to me. I mean, I'm not a big, huge Westbrook fan, but he still was pretty good.
No, Westbrook was listen, I'm not a fan of him personally, okay? He and I don't get along personally, okay? But I will always respect what he did on the court for the first, like I said, the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game. I don't want him anywhere near the basketball court. I want you at the end of the bench. I don't want you on the court. He is not a smart basketball player. He is a talented basketball player. Go ahead.
Did you watch the Denver game today?
No, I did not.
In the last couple minutes of the game, they were swapping out Westbrook for Christian Brown.
Yeah.
And the announcer goes, "Oh, here comes Westbrook for defense." Like, what?
Westbrook did not play defense. Well, he did have 2 blocks against the Thunder, hustling.
He did.
He hustles. Hotspot, you're out of your damn mind. He says that triple-double saved the NBA, though. The Warriors and KD made everybody hate basketball. That's not true. That's not true.
Everybody in Oklahoma City hate basketball.
I said the triple-double helped Oklahoma City keep people in the stands. That's why they allowed Steven Adams to give rest of the Oklahoma City players let Russell Westbrook have rebounds. He needed 32 rebounds the last 2 games. He had 36 as a point guard.
Hey,
36.
I'm going to list off the NBA champions for the last 30 years. Boston Celtics, Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Lakers, Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors is probably the closest, but they had
Kawhi. They had Kawhi.
Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, Boston Celtics, San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, Detroit Pistons, San Antonio, LA, San
The
Antonio,
Bulls.
Chicago, Houston, Chicago. Every single one of those teams had one at least one, if not
They had one. Yeah, you have to have one or at least one superstar, if not multiples. The Thunder to me are making the same mistake they made with KD and Westbrook. What happened was the Thunder got rid of every player who was Westbrook didn't want to take away his shine. First it was Harden, then it was KD and Ibaka. Well, excuse me. It went James, Scotty Brooks, then KD and Ibaka, and William. What was his name? Kelvin Martin, and him, and they got rid of Reggie. What's our boy? Reggie Jackson. Got rid of him. They got rid of Sabonis. So anybody that had any sort of competition with Westbrook was gone until they traded for Paul George. Oladipo too, gone. He says, I blame Presti. 100% it was Sam Presti. 100%. He made the decision. They did. Sam Presti is the orchestrator of what's going on with the Thunder. 100%. Now,
let me ask you something.
The bad part. Yeah, go ahead.
I could be way off base, and you're probably going to yell at me, but that's just par for the course. Do you think, go back to 2012, 13, after they traded James Harden?
Okay.
Does this team have more upside than that team did?
Yes. We don't have a KD. So. You don't have a KD.
Right. You don't have KD.
You don't have KD. But everything else you have, we have more balance. We have more. We have more balance. We're 8 deep instead of 3-4 deep.
Well, see, and so here's my next comment to lead into that. So I asked that question to ask this question: is SGA more important to this team than Kevin Durant was to that team?
No, they're the same.
Okay.
They're the same because remember KD for 4 years straight, he led the league in game-winning and game-tying shots, which is what SGA is basically doing. Okay? So the comparison between the two is that. Now, to go back to my Presti deal, he said, Hotspot saying Presti never signed a elite three-point shooter. And it's always been Oklahoma City's Achilles heel. I agree. Ray Allen, we never got a Ray Allen or anything like that. I agree.
Hey, Steve Novak was a heck of a three-point shooter.
Okay. like you said, all you did was make his point. But yeah, I blame Presti too. But on the flip side of Sam Presti making mistakes, he's also built 2 different championship level teams. The first one with KD, Westbrook, them, and this one. So he has to get the credit for doing that. In what have we been? 16 years, 17 years. You got 2 championship teams. But
look at this team, man.
What he did with the first team. The draft, he didn't support our team at all by drafting. He drafted terrible.
Yes.
He drafted terrible. Other than Reggie Jackson, which I thought was a good pick, but he got rid of Reggie because Russell didn't like him. And he didn't like Russell. And then you had the Steven Adams trade, and you got Steven Adams. So yeah, you did that. But after that, nothing.
Right.
After that, nothing. This team, what he did is, after we went to the to the semifinals and we lost to Houston, or the quarters, which I thought we should have beat them in 7 at the bubble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you turn around and you had Chris Paul, SGA's first year. And from that point on, what you built after that through the draft, and we got to thank you, the Clippers. Thank you, Clippers.
Yes.
Thank you, Clippers. The gift is still given, even though they did win today. And yeah, that 2016 was amazing. That 2016 squad we had was pretty nice. But
It was. It was good.
But
It was good.
that being said, you still got to do what you got to do.
Well, I mean, dude, okay, so he had the foresight to trade for SGA, right? He didn't
Well,
want anybody else. That was a
then
deal
and
breaker.
remember, nobody wanted to get rid of the Clippers organization wanted to get rid of SGA. Not one person.
No,
But they had to
no.
because Paul George wanted Kawhi. I mean, excuse me, Kawhi wanted Paul George.
Well, yes, yes.
And they begged Kawhi to keep SGA, and he wanted Paul George. So we got the 4 picks and Paul
He did
George.
that. No, we got 5. We got 5.
Oh, excuse me, five picks and SGA.
Uh-huh. And so then he drafts Chet. He drafts
J Dub. Well, he drafted Josh
Jay
first.
Will.
He drafted Josh
Josh
first.
Yeah, Jay Will, who's not a bad player for a second-round pick.
Well, Jay Will and Chet and J Dub all came together.
Yes, they did. They did.
That was all.
Then,
So you went Josh, you went Baisley, then you went Baisley, then Josh. I think you went Baisley, Josh, Chet, J Dub, J Will, and Kaysen, and then and Poco. Yeah, Pokuševski.
Pokuševski was 19. Baisley was 18.
Yeah, Josh and Poku came same time, right?
No. Josh was a draft
With 20.
Poku.
So you went Baisley, Poku, then you went Josh, then you went J Dub, Chet, J Will, then Kaysen, and now and Topic is going to be a good player. I like him. I hope he's going to be a good player.
I think he's going to be pretty good, man. We'll see.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he's got all those. I mean, he's got 5 draft picks this year.
yeah.
5 draft picks this
Well,
year.
I mean, the whole thing is this year he won't make the same mistake at the trading deadline this year than he did last year. Now you have to think, what are we going to be missing? What do we need to make that run to get the number 1 seed to get it overall? That's where you're at now.
Well, that's a good question, though. What do we need?
Well, we still need another big.
Do we know?
Yes, over J Will. Yes,
But if you got
and we need something that Hotspot has brought up. You need a 3-point shooter.
we got 3-point shooters.
No, a shooter, Nathan. I'm talking about a shooter. Like that's what he comes in. That's the Boston has 2 of them. They have they have Hauser and they have Pritchard. They have 2 of them.
Well, here's the thing. Then. Here's the problem with that. So you got it's your top 8: SGA, Dort, Chet, J-Dub. Who else? Who am I missing? Caruso, Ihart. Who am I missing, man? Wiggins. And then Kaysen. Top 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to take minutes? Who's he taking minutes from?
No, I'm saying Dort and Joe are going to be gone. That's just me.
Okay.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm changing. But it's like you said, no. But Hotspot has a point. You need the thing with Boston. What they have is they've got 2. They shot more threes. Now we had a better percentage, but they shot more and they made more, way more. Because because the whole thing is when you put Hauser and Pritchard on the floor with Jason Tatum and he could shoot it, and then you have Horford, he could shoot it, and then you have Porzingis or Drew Holiday. When those guys are attacking, and also what's our other guy's name? The point guard, ball head,
Derek White.
Derek White. So and Hauser and Pritchard, all they're gonna do is shoot.
Well,
They're not gonna play any. Pritchard's gonna play a little defense. Hauser's gonna try, but they're in there strictly for you to double team and hit one of them to hit a 3.
Let's not kid ourselves though. The Celtics starting 5 is way better than ours.
No, Nathan. What I'm saying is, to his point, he's saying they have shooters. That's our point. You have guys that can listen. You have 2 guys who can shoot the basketball. That's what they're there for. It's to knock down threes, and that's what they do.
I don't disagree with you, but that they have the luxury to do that. We don't.
No, I'm with you. But what I'm saying is, if you get a guy who's in there specifically to shoot the basketball, okay, that's his job, is to be a 3-point shooter. Okay, which is what Isaiah Joe was until they ran him off his spot. And his stats have gone dramatically since the middle of last year. He was shooting, 50, something percent, and it just went downhill because people are running him off his spot. And now he's trying to shoot jump shots, and then he says we can trade Jang for Kispert.
So let me just go on a little rant right quick. So,
Okay.
Boston. Okay, so they have the luxury to be able to throw just a 3-point shooter in there that doesn't do anything else.
They have two
because
on the court at the same time.
But because they have 4 players on the floor with them that are two-way players.
Okay,
really
okay,
good
but
two-way
Nathan,
players.
there's usually only either Jaylen Brown or Tatum with those guys in the game. It's usually Jason.
But you got Holiday and Porzingis too.
No, Porzingis is usually Horford.
Well, Horford go for there. He's a great two-way player.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is it allows them to have that extra those shooters in there when the other guys are doing it. Because this is my thing: if you have SGA and Chet or iHeart, and then you have Caruso, you can afford to slide in one guy.
I would say you're probably on the right track.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You can afford to throw in a guy who's strictly there to kind of D up a little bit. He's strictly there to shoot. When you know he's going to shoot 5 shots, he's going to make 3. You know that. He's going to shoot 2 shots, he's going to make 2. He shoots 7 shots, he's going to make 4. You know what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. So you basically want a bigger version of and more reliable version of Isaiah Joe.
Yes. Or just a guy that just give me a bucket. I need a bucket. What Isaiah Joe was compared, because he was knocking down 50% 3-point shooters because he was wide open. And then once they start running people at him and making him come off the ball, like what Boston did to Dallas. What did Dallas do? They said, "Listen, we're gonna guard Luka, and we're gonna guard Kyrie. We're not gonna give you shots in the corner, Washington, and all. We're not doing that. You're gonna have to make tough man-to-man, one-on-one shots with us." That's what they did to Boston did to them.
It sounds like who you're talking about, and I mean he plays defense too. But man, how good would Klay Thompson be on this team?
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable. This would fit. Yeah. But Klay is going to be great where he's at. With Dallas, oh my God. With Luka and Kyrie, oh my Lord. And then they also got what's the other guy that's the shooter, the white guy, Kleber.
Oh yeah, Maxi Kleber. He's a great player.
Yeah, they got shooters now. Hotspot, Sam Vessel for the Spurs. He's a lights out 3-point shooter. I don't want anybody with the Spurs.
No, I don't know.
I don't want any Spurs players.
So I mean, you could have had Klay Thompson for $50 million.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But Klay, we wanted Klay, and we talked about that last year. But Klay wasn't going to be. I think he fits in more with Dallas than Oklahoma City.
He does. So who's your guy then? I mean, I don't know if I get another guy out.
Give me when the trade deadline. By the time trade deadline comes out, I'll be able to tell you once I've seen more than 2-3 games. I haven't seen enough to tell you. Like Vassell, the guy you're talking about for Spurs, yeah, he can shoot it, but I don't want anybody to Spurs.
No, I don't.
I don't want anybody from Spurs. So
you know who would really be good on this team? You just couldn't afford him. Would be Jeremy Grant.
Well, he was already on our team. We traded him to Denver.
Well, I know but this team, man, he'd be great on this team.
Yeah, another guy we got rid of.
Yep. Yeah, Jeremy Grant's a great player.
I like Jeremy, but at the time we were tanking, so we were getting draft picks, and Jeremy went to Denver, didn't do anything there, left there, went to Portland, and he's a good player. I like him, but yeah. So, all right, brother. Anything else you want to talk about? Let's get out of here. I'm trying to get. I need it's 10:30. I'm 10:20. I might need to go out and get a cocktail. Bogdanovich is.
Oh, dude, Bogdanovich.
Yeah. I like him. I would like Bogdanovich.
Yeah, Keegan Murray. Oh man,
I love Keegan. Now Keegan Murray would fit well on our team. Young, can shoot it.
Not getting him,
but we're not getting him.
No, that'd be great though.
You're not getting him. It's got to be somebody from the East, somebody off the bottom, one of the bottom teams on the East.
Well, what about Jalen Johnson? How do you feel about Jalen Johnson? He's not.
I like him, but Nathan, give me 20 games, 25 games, and then I'll be able to tell you, because right now. We're shooting better than we're a better shooting team than we are. And we're shooting terrible in 2 games. So
your boy Austin Reeves, pretty good 3-point.
Once again, talking about a player. Anyway, all right. Anything else you want to say before we go that's non-crazy?
No, I'm good, man. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. It's my guy Nathan Taylor of YMB and everybody else who came on the show today. Thank you, Hotspot, for coming on, and for all you guys. I didn't expect people to be really watching us tonight simply because it's Halloween night. And by the way, I got to see the little dude in Houston. We had a great time, dude. I ate at this restaurant, and God, what was the name of it? God, it was Nathan Italian. Oh my God, they brought out the salad was great. We had these huge meatballs. Started out with oh God, what's it called? I can't even think of what they're called. Oysters. We started out with oysters. Oh man, it was so good. What is the name of this place? Oh, Marmo is what it's called. Marmo. Marmo Italian. Oh, it was. Oh, then we went to this ice cream place and got ice cream. And and the problem is, Nathan, I love black walnut. They didn't have it. But dude, so I tried this peanut butter. They had a peanut butter one. They had another one that tastes like Skittles. They had another one that tastes like Oreos. I mean not Oreos, but peanut M&Ms. Oh my God, dude.
I might have found your guy, Buddy Yield.
Buddy ain't going. Buddy's gone. He's doing great. Golden State he's fitting really well as Clay's replacement in Golden State. He fits in really well with them. They've done great. So, but anyway, hey guys, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the show. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Nathan, for coming on tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the Thunder have their first home game at 6:00 against the Hawks. And by the way, your boy Trey, 38 last night.
Yeah, he's good, man.
2 games with over 30 points. He's going for that All-NBA so he can get that Supermax. That's what he's trying to do. And so I think he's going to probably get there. But I don't see him being first team. I mean, who are you going to take off? Shea or Luka?
Neither.
You're not taking either one of those off to put him on. But he could make second. He could make second or third team. He could make second or third team All-NBA. Easily.
Okay.
Yeah, easily. So, but anyway, everybody have a fantastic night. You guys be the ones who aren't. I don't even know why I'm saying y'all be safe because everybody who's watching our show is at home. They're not out and about, right, Nathan?
Yep.
They're all at the house.
Home.
Yeah, they're all at the house. That being said, hey, everybody have a